They remember me when I was 14, 15 years old, like, and I had like the exact countdown of how many days until I'm 18 so I can finally fight. 'Cause I trained 12 to 18 years old without even being able to do what I wanted to do. But I knew I wanted to do it though. I knew it, bro. I knew it. And then I remember as soon as my first fight started, because it was like, again, years of just wondering, what's it going to feel like? What's it going to feel like? And then as soon as the ref said go, I was like, oh, this is what it's like. Like, I remember thinking in my head, oh, this is what it's like. Oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Just see red, right?
No, I just felt like I wasn't as scared as I thought I was going to be.
Yeah.
I was kind of locked in and hit that. I feel like I hit that flow state in that first fight, like almost right away, which is pretty rare. Yeah. And like, in a sense, I feel like I've always been pretty good about getting into that state where it's like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah. Yeah. I was always terrified up until it started.
Same. Yeah. Same. And it's never like, it's like getting a tattoo. As soon as they start, like, okay, I can do it. Like, yeah, it sucks, but like,
I'm terrified all the way to the cage.
I can take it. Yeah.
And once I get in it's like, once it starts, it's like, oh, you're trying to fuck me up.
It kind of just like slows down.
Yeah,
in
slows
a way.
down. Yeah, yeah.
It gets like quieter, almost easier to process.
It's kind of hard to see the audience.
Yeah,
because it's so dark.
Yeah, for sure.
So, tell me about that first fight. What happened, or how did it get signed?
Because again, I've been watching MMA, watching UFC, and just like training, and I did everything in that fight. I mean, I striking, there was wrestling, jiu-jitsu. I did like a Superman punch off the cage. I held him against the fence and was doing foot stomps and things like that. Like in my very first fight, I had like all these things I knew how to do that I had to get out. I had to get it out. So
6 years.
I just did like everything like right away, the whole thing.
Yeah, did you win?
Yeah, I won second round guillotine choke. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you remember sinking it in?
Yeah. I kept getting it like all fight long, and he kept just getting his head out the last second. But that last one, I knew I bit down on that pretty hard.
And then from there on, was it like fighting?
Yeah, I won. So I was still a senior in high school when I had that fight. So I had school on Monday.
Wow.
Yeah, and no one really even cared that I won that fight. Okay, but then my second fight was April of 2015 or 2016, and I fought Cody Garbrandt's younger cousin, Austin Meese, and I was just, that's one of those fights where there was competition, because Austin, I knew he was like a famous guy around the area. He had a lot of boxing matches. Everyone loved him. His cousin Cody was killing it. You know what I mean? And he had a bunch of boxing matches, whatever. And he trained in California for Alpha Male for, and then flew back to Ohio to fight me. And he had all like the sponsors on his shorts and things like that I didn't have. So that like intimidated me in a way. And I just kind of just like was scared, and got TKO'd pretty quick in the first round. And I had school on Monday. And everyone knew about that one though.
I didn't know about the one you won.
Everyone knew about. I was like, I just won one though. Also, yeah. I remember my principal, Hostetler. When I walked in the school, he had obviously heard about it because teachers from the school went to see me fight. So they saw what happened, and then he gave me this like smirk when I walked into school, dude. And I'll never forget that, dude. I'll never forget that, dude.
Oh my God.
That was crazy. Like imagine like I was like a kid trying to chase a dream, and you're like a grown man, principal of a school, used to play Michigan football, and it's like, so your dreams didn't work out, and now you're gonna just look at me fucked up.
Yeah, that's messed up. He could have said you.
Oh, you don't like me? I'm also a child. Okay, I'm also 18 years old. How dare you not like an 18-year-old?
I'm in fucking high school.
You're in your 40s, bro.
So after that, how many amateur fights do you have?
10.
Tell me about them.
I was 6-4. I fought King of the Cage once as an amateur. That was cool. This is cool. So in Pennsylvania, you know they have weird rules for amateurs.
Yeah.
Like if you have less than three fights, you can't do ground and pound.
What the?
Or like wear shin guards and just bullshit like that. But across the board, I'm decently sure in every state, amateurs cannot do heel hooks. But they can do straight ankle locks, but you can't do the twisting leg locks.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I knew that night, but in the rules meeting, the guy I was fighting, Kahim Murray, asked, he was like, can we do heel hooks? And the ref said yes. I knew that wasn't correct, but I was like, fuck it. And then I ended up heel hooking him in the first round of the fight. And then I guess, I don't want to speak ill of it, but I guess like a few months later, that ref died in some freak accident type thing. So it just never got reversed. And they still have an amateur heel hook win.